Everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
Now,
We just
listen,
heard the news that Andrade has finished up with WWE.
just heard the news as in a week ago. We heard the news.
About a week ago. Yes.
But listen, we don't do Wrassle recaps anymore. This would be a segment we would probably do on that if we did, but we thought it'd be fun to talk about what Andrade could possibly do now that he's left the company.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty good concept, I think. Especially because I'm not too sure what he does next because he was already in AEW. He's already in WWE. And he hasn't really had much success in either of those companies.
Now, honestly, I don't blame him for all of it, I'm going to say. Some of it, maybe. Not all of it.
Pretty big in NXT, honestly.
I really think that they did not book him to his full potential on WWE on his second return.
Yeah, I think, he had that. Yeah, I think he had aura to him. Okay, I think he did, but I don't know. I don't think they tapped into it very well.
I think taking Zelina Vega from him is probably the worst thing they've ever done.
That was the bread and the butter. Zelina Vega. She was the butter to his bread the other way around. I don't know.
All right, well, I don't even know what to say about that one.
She was the
But
glue.
I hate.
No, she wasn't the glue. She was not the glue.
No, you said it. It's too late. You can take it back now.
She was not the glue. I mean,
These are
he's fine on
unedited.
his own. He's fine. He's fine. In fact, he'll
So
have a future, and we're going to go over his future.
recently on Twitter, we've seen he's starting a weird feud with MJF on social media. But we're gonna pretend we didn't see that. We're just gonna go and we're gonna say, hey, he could do these things too, and these are all
Top
options.
top 6 possible
Top
outcomes for
top six.
Andrade.
Everyone does top tens. Some people do top fives. No one does a top six until now.
Not like us. I'm not. No Kendrick Lamar over here, but no, not like us.
Yeah, well, that was actually pretty clever. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, anyway, this
but
is in no order of importance. It's just random stuff.
this is just the order of the list that we have. I'm just gonna read it off. We're gonna talk about each of them, and you guys can feel free to suggest some ideas in the comments down below. So
Exactly.
let's start off here. Number one. I don't understand this one. He could start his own trucking company. Where was your head
Wow.
out on this one?
Well, personally, I mean, I just saw that Jake Hager has finished up with wrestling, it seems, and he started his own trucking business. And he did a shoot interview with Chris Van Vliet. But yeah, the trucking business is very important. That's where he started. And I think that's important, for the world to have trucking businesses.
I thought you
So I
saw
think
what
maybe Andrade can contribute to that, and he can start his own.
Jimmy Wang Gang does these days, and you said, you know what? They had similar career trajectories. Why not?
No, I just thought that he can go the Jake Hager route. I mean, apparently that's a nice step out of the wrestling business if he wants to do that, because you don't know if he's going to do a wrestle in another promotion or not. Maybe he just wants to chill out. You know what I mean? Not
So I
saying that's
guess,
not hard work, but maybe he wants to do something different.
number one really is just he can not be in wrestling anymore.
Exactly. He does something else, makes a lot of money. You know what I mean? I hear there's good business in trucking. I hear there's good business. Jake Hager's probably a big fan of that. Of course.
If I had to follow a career path of anybody, it would not be Jake Hager. I think.
Me either, but you don't know Andrade. Maybe his head's in a different place.
Okay. Bad place if that's where you're going, but all right.
Well, if he's so upset about everything, maybe he should go and do a shoot interview with Chris Van Vliet, which is number 2 on our list here.
That is number two. Let's do a shoot interview. And for me, it's funny that this is what he should do, and this is it. Nothing else afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's yeah. He's no other view besides doing the shoot interview and then dip it. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
it. But I think that would be
Honestly,
interesting, man. We got to hear his side of stuff.
it doesn't just have to be a Chris family. It could just be with everybody, really, whoever he wants.
But
It's a
Chris Van
variety
Vliet's
of
the
choices.
common guy. That's why I put him there.
No, I agree, but he could also branch out with other guys.
He could do another. He could do another guy. That's for sure. Yeah, of course. Why not? Why not? But I mean, I think it's cool. It's a good idea for him to say what's on his mind freely, and if he wants to then be free of the wrestling business, go ahead.
Start that trucking company. Why not?
That might cause more drama in the wrestling community, and you might see a lot of people on X freak out about it, but just block them.
Sure. Moving on, number 3 here. You can join CMLL. What's up with that?
That's cool. I mean, it's a wrestling company in Mexico, so it could be another different career avenue for him. He's been trying the bigger promotions. Why not go over to Mexico, try a big promotion over there? CMLL.
All right. Yeah, I can't really add too much to that. I guess that's something there.
I think he
And
could be a
by
big star. I think he'd be a top star in CMLL. I think so. Because he's
he can
got big
do that.
name value. He's pretty damn good in the ring. I think he's got a good future over there if he does go over there. And he can work with AEW because they have a partnership.
I can't help but feel like he's probably already been to CMLL.
I don't know if he has. I'm just saying now, if he goes back over there, if he's ever been there, he'll be a top dog. All right.
And like you said, that's a perfect segue for him to do number 4, making a surprise return on Collision and spending the rest of his career in ROH and becoming the top guy.
Exactly. Because the thing is, on AEW, he might get lost a little bit in
God damn it.
AEW. And that's kind of what Tony Khan's going to think. He's be like, oh, shit, we don't got room for someone like Andrade. But you know what? We do have room. Ring of Honor. But first, let's introduce him to the audience by putting him on Collision, right? And then throw him over to Ring of Honor and have him be the Ring of Honor World Champion.
I didn't read number 4 fully. I just saw it. He returns to AW Collision. I thought it was just, oh, he goes back to AW. And then I read the rest of it. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Poor guy.
I mean, look, if he wants to be a top star somewhere, Ring of Honor. That's where you got to go.
I mean, I guess, but no one watches.
So what? They still call Bandito the best wrestler in the world. What's the man?
Sure.
There's no problem. Everything's fine.
Well, I mean, he's up there.
I don't know if he is. Is he?
Well, he just got that great match with Hechicero. I mean, he has to be talented on some level.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty good. I think Andrade, for what it's worth, is one of the best wrestlers in the world. When that's who this list is about, I think that's great for him to be that top guy
I
that
also
Ring of Honor
agree.
needs. Yeah,
Him and Gargano from Takeover Philadelphia is one of my favorite matches of all time.
that's why this list is kind of crazy because I feel like he could be really something in AEW or WWE, but I feel like that opportunity just might not be there.
I just don't know how it happened. 3 times they squandered that potential.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I wish he could be that big top star that he should be because, like I say, he's one of the literal best wrestlers in the world that I've ever seen in my life. So
At this point, you really, if you want to be a top star, you're going to go where there's little to no competition. And a perfect place for that is number 5, NJPW.
that's a place that needs wrestlers to be the top guy. And guess
Desperately.
what, Andrade? He might be that guy that they're looking for because he can put on that banger that they're looking for in that main event. Probably those tournament matches that they want. He's the guy, man. He'll put in the work.
Him versus Zack Sabre Jr., I think that's a match that we just haven't seen yet that I think would be pretty good. And then what does he do after that? God knows.
And NJPW has a working relationship with AEW, and and he can show up there too.
All roads lead back to number 4, which is being lost in ROH.
And be on. I mean, Ring of Honor is only a thing if you sign AEW. I think I'll be alright.
Okay.
But New
Number
Japan
6,
does need people, and that's why I put that on the list.
that's fair enough. Number 6 completely avoids the wrestling route entirely. Can retire, call it a day in ring. But the other day, I saw on that USA Network, they're doing a food show with Braun Strowman. And I said, fuck yeah, Andrade could do that too. Give him a TV show.
Yeah, it'll be like Guy Fieri. I'm
Yeah,
Andrade, and we're rolling out.
sure. Give him the spiky hair. It'll look great, I think.
Yeah, and he goes to all these restaurants. He's like, "What's on the menu?" And then he tries everything on the menu. Basically, what Braun Strowman's doing.
It's Guy Fieri, but he doesn't call himself Guy Fieri, and the show is exactly like the Triple D.
Exactly. He's like, "I'm Andrade, and we're rolling out," and then his car like zooms away, and it's like a bunch of smoke behind him.
There, there you go. And then, you know, I thought this would be fun. We don't usually do lists like this, so 'cause it's like our first list. Secret option number 7: go to wrestling conventions, work the bingo halls. Fade into
Well, this
obscurity.
is a secret option, so it's still top six, but this is like the lights out match.
So just fade into obscurity slowly and just don't do anything. It's always a choice.
He could be like Carlito and be in the small indie promotion. Just make that money, whatever that money is. Doesn't have to be a lot of money, and wrestle still.
Sure, but no one knows. You know,
No one knows. They check in on you every like once a year, and then
yeah,
that's about it. You live your
just to
life
make sure
peacefully.
you're okay. Yeah,
Yeah. They're like, look what Andrade is doing now. They might clown on you, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Be strong.
sure. We love you, Andrade. Don't
Love you,
listen to
Andrade. We actually want you to be wherever you want to be and be successful.
realistically. We would like you to be main eventing in a top-notch company, but somehow
You
that didn't happen.
should be a WrestleMania main eventer, Andrade, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
So anyway, that's our list. If you have any ideas down below, feel free to drop them. Maybe we talk about them in another video if we get any. If not, uh, well, this was fun, I guess.
Top six more ideas for Andrade's future.
Top 6 more ideas as recommended by the fans.
Exactly. If you have any ideas, leave them below. Serious or not serious.
We'd love to see them. Doesn't even have to just be 6. You can add more.
You can add more, and we'll just only choose six of them.
I'll do a top 79 if I have to.
69 was right there.
69, yep. I thought that one
Perfect.
was too easy. That's why I avoided.
No, whatever.
Anyway, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on a podcasting platform, please leave a 5-star review. Very helpful for us. If you want more, follow us on the social media. See you guys in the next one. Bye.